So we have our tools ready. So now we are going to use our trigonometric identity of unit circle. That's what we are going to use right now. So let's do example 1. Example 1. All right, so I am going to just write the question and then we now find a way to figure it out together. Okay, here's typically how they put the question. What is, okay, let's read it, ladies and gentlemen. What is sine theta if cos theta is -3/5 and the angle with the measure theta is in the third quadrant? Okay, so Abu, I brought this question because you picked third quadrant. So let's try to solve it now. So this is how the question usually comes, whether it's in SAT or in any of the standardized tests. This is how they typically frame the question. So let's try to figure it out. So here's our solution. So solution, right away you will know that they are talking about unit circle. So you just sketch a circle, draw your axis. You see how fast it can be. This is 1, 2, 3, and 4. So they are talking about the angle in third quadrant. So your angle is here. And this is the theta right here. And they are saying that the theta is negative, the cos is -3/5. Cos is -3/5. Cos is always, you know. So now here's what you do. So you can say using sine squared theta plus cos squared theta is equal to 1. This was the formula we derived yesterday. And I said, don't worry, we are going to solve problems relating to it. And that's what we are doing right now. So then the next thing is you substitute. Substitute, the value, substitute cos theta equal to -3/5. All right. So once you do that, you are going to have that sine squared theta plus, then cos theta is it. So you have -3/5 whole squared is equal to 1. And that one is actually 1/1. All right. So now let's simplify. -3 times -3 gives us what? Ladies and gentlemen, positive what?
9.
9. And over what? 25. And that's equal to 1/1. Of course, you have your sine squared theta on this side as well. Now, in order for us to solve that, here's what we do. So we just transfer this plus 9/25, transfer it to the right side. Then the sign changes from positive to negative. True or false?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that, please?
I said transfer plus 9/25 to the right side. So, and then I'm asking, does the sign changes or does it remain the same?
Oh, it'll become negative. So
exactly. So that's the confirmation that I need. So we just write sine squared theta is 1/1 minus 9/25. Okay, so I'm going to give everybody here just 30 seconds to simplify this. Once you are done simplifying it, please type your solution into the chat box. And leave your answer in fraction. Please, I don't want decimal. Leave your answer in fraction. If it's a whole number, write that whole number over 1. If it is a fraction, leave it as a fraction. Okay, so I'm giving you 30 seconds, please. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Now let's continue. If I ask you to post something on chat box for me, please make it private because I don't want somebody to go to the chat box and copy another person's answer. Eventually, I will release the results, but I want to see that everybody is doing, making personal effort, okay? Okay, so I believe some people got it right. 2 people made probably mistakes, but let's do it together. Let's do it together. All right. So here's the simplest way of doing it. You have 1 over 1. So you can just make this one, make it make the denominator of this one to be 25 as well by multiplying the numerator and denominator by 25. So in that case, you are going to have 25 over 25 minus 9 over 25, and that's sine squared theta. So, and then since the denominator is now the same, you just have 25, and then you subtract the numerator. So 25 minus 9 is what? 16. Okay. Sine squared theta is 16 over 25. So some of you got it right. If you got 16 over 25, you're correct. Now, for us to get the sine theta itself, which is what is being requested. So sine theta would be, you take a square root of 16 over 25, and it's actually plus or minus. Plus or minus. So whenever you take a square root, you are going to get 2 possible answers, either a positive answer or a negative answer. All right? So now let's do the square root manipulation. So that's going to give us plus or minus square root of 16 over square root of 25. And therefore, sine theta is 4 over 5 plus or minus 4 over 5. Now, remember, we are dealing with third quadrant. So now go to the third quadrant. Is sign positive or negative? Look at your chart now.
Negative.
Negative. Okay, good. If it is negative, so your answer is, I don't really like to write answer. So your answer is going to be what? That sine theta is equal to negative 4 over 5. Negative 4 over 5. So that's your solution, final solution. Any question now?
I got a question.
Yes, go ahead, please.
The chart you gave us is just to determine whether the final answer is going to be a negative or a positive, depending on the type of SOHCAHTOA we use.
Yes, that's what the chart is. But I don't really have to give you the chart. You can also determine that by yourself from what we just did initially. You see what we did initially, what we did here. It was your question, Abu. You see, we determined that in third quadrant, cosine is negative, sine is negative, and tangent is positive. So without giving you this chart, you can actually determine it by yourself. Am I making sense?
Yes.
So I just want us to speed it up a little bit so that you can have a chart you can make reference to. And then all you need to do right now is to worry about all these. This is a simple fraction.